Hi, this is Todd Danielson, the editorial director of Informed Infrastructure. Today I am again at the Bentley Year-End Infrastructure Event 2025 in Amsterdam. And today I'm with Patrick Cozzi, and you are the Chief Platform Officer at Bentley, correct?
Yep.
Can you explain exactly what that position is and how you got to be what you're doing?
Sure. So I joined Bentley a little over a year ago through the Cesium acquisition. And Cesium does 3D geospatial visualization. And now as the Chief Platform Officer, I'm overseeing our overall open platform strategy, which includes Cesium and also bringing in reality capture as well as iTwin digital twins.
Can you catch up our audience? So they're civil and structural engineers, so they're pretty detailed, and I've got a good understanding exactly what Cesium is and how it fits into the overall technology platform at Bentley.
Sure. So Cesium is an open platform for doing 3D geospatial visualization, so bringing in terrain, satellite imagery. We started in aerospace, and then we saw a lot of our users were also bringing in the built environment and that surrounding geospatial context. Hence us joining Bentley. We do a lot of open source software serving the developer community so that they can build custom experiences.
And how does it improve and add to the previous Bentley software that perhaps some of our users are more used to? What's new about it that actually improves their jobs and what they can do with their designing?
Yeah, it's a great question. So, we're bringing together our platforms for software developers, but we're also bringing Cesium into the existing Bentley product portfolio. And then just yesterday at the keynote, we mentioned how we're bringing the Cesium 3D tiles into MicroStation 2025. It's already available, and that allows you to do your design in the geospatial context. So instead of just having an isolated design model, you can bring in the surrounding context, and this includes the Google photorealistic 3D tiles. There's global coverage, so it's just a much more immersive environment to do your design. We've also brought the Cesium geospatial context into Bentley Infrastructure Cloud, so you have a geospatial portal into your assets. And then finally into iTwin Engage, where you can use the Unreal Engine, so the game engine technology, to build a visualization of your assets.
Okay, so that sounds like a lot, but can you explain how that's not as how is the user experience as far as adding all of those new things in? How much does that change how they normally operate with their tool set?
So, now you have that 3D geospatial context such that if you're designing, if you're trying to understand shadows or just other impacts for the surrounding environment, you kind of have that there almost in the click of a button.
So it's kind of built in that they don't need to import anything. I guess I'm wondering how much more does it add to the complexity of their workflows?
Yeah, very fair question. So very, very easy to just add the Google photorealistic 3D tiles. You don't have to process your own data or that kind of thing, although we do have pipelines where you can bring your own data to then augment the global tile set there.
Okay, and then there's some other tools that they can use to learn how to use these new tools better?
Yeah, so everything that we're shipping with MicroStation and Bentley Infrastructure Cloud, of course, comes with updated documentation.
Okay, and so you're here at the events, and what are your main goals? Are you trying to see the projects and how people are using your things so that you can better update them and make them easier to use, or what do you learn from these events?
Yeah, so one is part of this event is the Going Digital Awards, right, where we're celebrating the work of the community advancing infrastructure. So really great to see what they're doing on the cutting edge. And then I've just been speaking to as many people as I could, and I say, how are you enjoying the event? What do you think of the direction? What ideas do you have? And that really impacts our roadmap, right? It's really a collaboration with the community as a whole.
What kind of feedback have you been hearing about as far as how they are working with the Cesium and the new additions into the Bentley software?
So I'm glad we've gotten a lot of validation where people like this direction of bringing the Cesium technology into the Bentley product portfolio to bring that geospatial context. We've also gotten a lot of validation around unifying the platform so that you can do geospatial reality design models, subsurface IoT in one platform to empower software developers. So it's quite good.
Okay, and as a platform officer, how are some other roles that you're kind of adopting as beyond Cesium? I'm guessing that's evolved beyond your original scope?
Yeah, for sure. So, I ran Cesium as CEO, have known Bentley a long time, over 10 years, which made me so excited, right, to join Bentley. So now the scope of the role does include the iTwin Capture reality services, which we've integrated into Cesium, so that's been great, as well as our whole iTwin services, the design models, which is the the backbone for the next generation of our Plus generation apps and infrastructure cloud. And then we're bringing that into Cesium as well for the developer community. So it's been quite fun.
Oh, great. So this is about the projects that use it. Have you seen one that you particularly caught your eye that feels like they perhaps just in generally like it, or perhaps used Cesium or the things that you focus on?
So there's a project, that I would like to mention that we actually saw at the Cesium Developer Conference that we hosted a few months ago in June. And this is by Pannoni in Philadelphia. There's potential to build a park over the I-95 highway, and they've been using Cesium and the plug-in to the Unreal Engine game engine to do a stakeholder visualization of that. And it's great in that it's a very complex scene with lots of different objects, lots of different trees. So performance is a huge part of that, as well as just the prep time it traditionally would take to create all of those assets. And Cesium's really accelerated them in both the performance as well as the time to create the visualization.
No, that sounds great, and I know you're very busy, so I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. Good luck with the rest of the event.
Thank you.
And congratulations on everything.
Thank you. Great chatting with you.